Well, once again, a lot of cloud cover here in central and eastern Kentucky on this Wednesday, and adding a little bit of light rain and some drizzle to it. Wasn't the best of mornings out there, especially during the mid to late morning here in the Bluegrass Hill boundary working through. Things have settled down, the cloud deck coming up a bit. At least we remained mild. Now, of course, the focus now on the strong storm threat. Still present Thursday, but it does look like the best chances may stay off to our northwest. Something obviously to monitor closely into the day on Thursday. Trending drier now for Saturday. We're going to slowly cool off, kind of stair step our way down. I think a few flakes possible with very little impact as we end the weekend. Viper radar still showing some very light returns into the mountains of southeastern Kentucky, again where that cloud deck is a bit lower. Again, just very spotty in nature. Now, the ceiling, meaning the base of the clouds, rising a bit north and west of Lexington through the afternoon, and as a result, temperatures have responded there a little better than they have elsewhere. Notice the overcast, it's quiet, a little bit of a breeze there in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse in Mount Sterling, where it is 59. Once again today, you can think that southwest wind at about 10 to 15, occasionally gusting higher than that. Lower cloud deck, Jackson County near McKee, where it's 57, but you see the difference. Louisville running up by 71 to Cincinnati and areas close to it in the low 60s. Elsewhere under the cloudiness into the mid to upper 50s to around 60. Still really nice for this time in February, and those gusts between 15 to 20. Nothing like what we had last night. Boy, that low-level jet really cranked up during the overnight. 30, 35 mile per hour gusts, more sunshine and a little less in the way of cloudiness. That allowed temperatures to spike all the way up into the upper 60s and low 70s out west. Weak little system moving by to our east. Here comes our main player for tomorrow. I think the rest of the evening and the overnight can't rule out spotty showers, especially down south. A lot of the short-term, higher resolution data, including our in-house model here, showing maybe a rumble of thunder or two late tonight, early tomorrow morning down south. You can kind of see it behind the banner, our futurecast indicating an organized cluster, which could be some strong to severe storms late tomorrow afternoon. But really here in the Bluegrass, west and northwest is really going to be the more favored area. And then we still have to get through late tomorrow evening as the main surface cold front comes through. After that, we clear it out, things settle down, and we end the week quietly on Friday. Notice, if you've been watching the last couple of days, how the center of the level 2 risk has been shifted more back to the northwest. So it's looking more like southern sections of Illinois, southern and eastern Illinois into central and southern Indiana, and right along the river, that's a more favored area. So again, overall, the threat's conditional. Got to have everything come together, and the arrival being maybe a little bit later, less instability, less storm energy after dark. It ramps down to a level 1, then southeastern Kentucky not in it at all. It's the first time in a while that we've seen any severe storm threat. So just review your safety plan. Just be weather aware tomorrow. Low end chances into the weekend. So bigger picture short term. You see the front moves on through, and then we're in much better shape. Yeah, it's cooler, but actually we're going to be fairly close to where we are today for afternoon highs on Friday with some sunshine. And then that low that we've been talking about for Saturday now looks like it's going to be farther south. So we'll end up being dry, but we're literally going to take steps down each day to the tune of 10 to 12 degrees cooler. And so we'll be back feeling like winter by the end of the upcoming weekend, especially after this little boundary works on through. Again, a snowflake or two can't be ruled out on Sunday, but the bigger story heading into early next week is just going to be the chilly air only for a couple of days, because looking ahead toward the end of the 7-day and beyond as we wrap up February, just right around the corner, we are going to go back above average for this time of the year. So only a short spell of winter-like temperatures. Few showers, especially down south with some thunder, low to mid 50s for early morning lows. If we wait a little while before we see the bulk of this stuff later tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, we can entirely make a run at 70. So breezy, mild, storms primarily late in the extended forecast. A dry Friday with upper 50s, so still feeling pretty good. Not bad Saturday, right around average. And then we got a couple of days where we're going to be a bit chilly. That is Sunday and Monday, highs only in the mid-30s. But look at the quick recovery ahead of another system about a week from now with afternoon highs back up around 50.